Hey everybody, I'm here today to answer a common question. The question that I will be answering is as follows. Is coffee bad for you? Now I'm going to be providing you with a simplified version of the answer, and then I will also be including some additional details to provide you with an extended, more detailed version of the answer. The simplified version of the answer is no, coffee is not bad for you when you drink it in moderation. Coffee is actually great for you when you drink it in moderation, okay? Now, that is the most simplified version of the answer, but I'm going to be giving you some additional details to give you a more detailed response and an extended version of the answer, because I know that almost everyone that's watching this video wants to know a little bit more about why coffee isn't bad for you when you drink it in moderation. All right, let's get right to it. Okay, so coffee is actually great for your overall health. It contains many antioxidants. It is great for your brain health. It is great for your overall body health. It is great in terms of Alzheimer's prevention and many other things. It's great for your overall body circulation. And when you have better circulation in your body, you're going to experience many positive things. So coffee is great in terms of your overall health. But when you drink it in moderation, you will experience all of those positive effects. But if you drink too much of it, you will experience many negative side effects. The negative side effects are that you will be very agitated if you drink too much of it. It will prevent you from sleeping, which will cause you to be very fatigued overall throughout the following days. It will cause you to be very angered and to be on edge and, to be very agitated very easily. There are many negative side effects for drinking too much coffee. Many negative side effects that go hand in hand with drinking too much coffee. Now, what is that sweet spot on average? When I'm referring to the average, not the average people in the world, what is that sweet spot for the maximum number of cups of coffee per day that you can drink in order to get all of those positive side effects, those positive health effects, and then sort of not reach the point where you're experiencing the negative side effects? Well, that sweet spot is 6 cups of coffee per day. Now, when I say cups of coffee, I'm referring to an 8-ounce cup of coffee, okay? I'm not referring to a big cup of coffee, a giant cup of coffee. I'm referring to an 8-ounce cup of coffee, okay? So, on average, most people that drink coffee can drink up to 6 cups of coffee per day, 6 8-ounce cups of coffee per day, and experience all of those positive health effects, and then not drink too much and start experiencing the negative side effects. So that's on average. So that's the objective viewpoint, because I'm talking about on average, with regards to coffee drinkers. But the subjective viewpoint is that it can differ from one person to the next. So one person might be able to, drink 1 cup of coffee per day and then be hyperactive, have a ton of energy for like 3 days, okay? So they might already see some of the negative side effects from only 1 cup of coffee per day. They might have to drink, in order to get the positive health effects and not experience the negative side effects, they might only have to drink half a cup of coffee, or even 1/4 a cup of coffee per day, okay? And then other people might be able to drink 8 cups of coffee per day, 10 cups of coffee per day, and not experience any of those negative side effects. So that, what that translates to is that it differs from one person to the next. So the objective viewpoint is that 6 cups of coffee per day is the sweet spot. The subjective viewpoint is that it all depends on your own personal situation. Do you experience those negative side effects with only 1 or 2 cups of coffee per day? Or do you experience them after your 8th or 9th cup every single day? So you have to sort of look at your own body and feel what your body feels and just figure out your own specific situation. Now, I'm actually having my morning cup of coffee right here, just as you can see. It's delicious. And if you want to know how many cups of coffee I drink per day, I drink 1 cup of coffee in the morning. And then I would say once or twice a week, I'll have a 2nd cup of coffee in the evening, okay? Now, generally speaking, my cups of coffee are more than 8 ounces. So when you actually work that out, that might work out to, about a cup and a half of coffee per day every morning, and then on occasion, once or twice a week, another cup and a half of coffee in the evening. Okay, so when you work it out, just remember that the cup of coffee that I'm referring to is 8 ounces of coffee. Always remember that, because you don't want to be having 10 cups of 16-ounce coffees every single day. That would probably be too much for most people. But that's basically it. In this video, I've answered a very common question. The question is coffee bad for you? I have provided you with a very simplified version of the answer, and I've also included some additional details to provide you with a more detailed, extended version of the answer. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.